Before we begin, visit us at www.shadowsinthepines.com. You'll find episode archives, links to our social media, and all the platforms where you can listen and follow the show. That's www.shadowsinthepines.com.
New episodes drop weekly featuring chilling true crime cases from across the Pacific Northwest. If you enjoyed this episode, please follow, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue bringing these stories to light.
Please be advised that this episode may include graphic descriptions of violence, abuse, and other disturbing content. Listener discretion is advised. If you're not in the right frame of mind, please consider skipping this episode and returning at a later time.
Before we move forward, let's recap what we know. In 1997, Willie Pickton was charged with attempted murder after a woman survived a violent attack inside his trailer on the farm in Port Coquitlam. She identified him. Police found the key to the handcuffs still attached to her wrist in his pocket. That's not speculation. That's physical evidence. He was charged, but the case never went to trial. The woman didn't testify, and without her, the Crown couldn't proceed. The charges were dropped. No conviction, no restrictions, no monitoring. He walked, and he went right back to the farm. Nothing about his routine changed. Piggy's Palace events continued. People still came and went from the property. He kept driving between Port Coquitlam and Vancouver's downtown Eastside. There was no long-term follow-up tied specifically to him. No one tracking his movements. No conditions limiting his contact with vulnerable women. At the exact same time, women from the downtown East Side were being reported missing. Families were calling police. Friends were waiting for calls that never came. Women on the street were comparing notes. Names were being added to bad date lists. Certain vehicles were being described. Certain patterns were being talked about. But those warnings were staying on the street. Officially, these disappearances were still being treated as separate files. No formal serial investigation, no coordinated task force, no unified approach between Vancouver Police and the RCMP, even though jurisdiction was split between the downtown East Side and Port Coquitlam. But that's where we're picking up. Because by the end of 1997, this is no longer random absence. The names start stacking. And once they start stacking, they don't stop. I'm Becca.
And this is Dan.
And you're listening to Shadows in the Pines.
Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back in.
Welcome back to the show.
Wow.
Yeah. So we got a little bit of a new intro.
I like it.
I like it.
Well done. Thank you.
It's going to be a little bit of a new outro as well.
Oh, I'm excited.
You should be.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty fucking good.
Yay.
And it's going to play a little bit before our normal outro jingle.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Nice.
And there's a little bit of humor involved.
Oh, humor's good.
Yeah.
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 I like that in the intro that we're saying, hey, where to follow us. Find us.
Yes.
Yeah. I like that.
The website is very informative. Very informative indeed. It's got everything on there.
Yeah.
All the social links are there. The TikTok. Oh, the TikTok. We're blowing up.
Yeah.
We gained, what did we gain yesterday? Over 20 new followers yesterday.
Sick.
Just yesterday. Yeah.
Wow.
It's fucking crazy.
Wow. Yay. Well, welcome in, everyone. Thanks for following.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for being a part of the show and joining us. Some stuff to talk about. Our new schedule.
Yes. Yes.
This has been a week. The podcast schedule this week, I think, has fucking kicked my fucking ass.
I think life in general has really done that for me. Yeah.
So we're going to make a couple of adjustments. We're going to record on Saturdays, our normal show. Mm-hmm. It is now going to release on Sunday evening. Mm-hmm. Patreon subscribers will get access to the show early.
Oh, I like this.
About 24 hours or so early.
Oh, nice.
So if they don't want to wait till Sunday, they can listen to it immediately after we're done recording.
Oh, nice.
We will make every effort to have it done and uploaded for Patreon subscribers by 8 p.m. Pacific time.
Oh, I like that.
And then the regular show that we're recording right now that you're listening to will release Sundays at 8 p.m.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
And then our Patreon exclusive episodes are moving from Wednesdays to Friday.
Correct.
With a Thursday recording.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And by the time Patreon takes me a little bit longer to upload everything. So those episodes will release on Fridays.
Oh, I like that.
Rather than Wednesdays.
I like that. The Patreons. Okay.
Yeah, so Fridays and Sundays.
I like that.
As well as your mini pines will be moving to Friday.
My mini pines on Fridays?
Yeah.
Oh, I like
if that makes sense. Unless you want to keep it on Wednesday.
No, that's nice.
Because they're shorter episodes. We can record and just release on Wednesdays if you want to.
Well,
we're making decisions live as we record. You're getting backdoor access to the process.
I know, aren't they excited? No, let's see about moving it to Fridays, and if that doesn't, for some reason, work out, because I personally believe that's going to work out due to my regular work schedule. That's going to work out super well.
I feel like it'll work out better for both of us.
Yeah, yeah.
So hooray for that.
Yay.
And the Olympics are in full swing.
Yes, they are.
We mentioned that briefly in our Patreon episode.
I love the Olympics.
It's good stuff.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Yeah. And my kid is apparently into hockey now. So
nice.
She's been watching the hockey games.
Cool. Well, we got a local hockey team here.
Hells yeah. The Spokane Chiefs.
Mm-hmm. It's been
they're
years.
Pretty decent.
Yeah, they are. They are. It's been years since I've been to a hockey game.
Same.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a hot minute. It's been way too long, actually.
We're not going to discuss how long it's been.
Way too long.
Yeah.
But anyways, it's a new episode. It's a new week.
Yep.
And we're on part 3 of fucking Pigface William here.
Yeah.
This dirty dog.
Yeah. Dirty is a great, filthy, just disturbingly filthy.
And I think after this part, maybe one more part, maybe 2.
Yeah, let's see how far we get.
I am going to try my best to keep this to a 4-part series on this cat, but it might have to go 5.
Well, let's see what kind of information we can put out there tonight.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
So, as you said in our little recap, fucking, and I didn't mention it a whole lot in the last episode, but the reason that he's not charged with this girl's attempted murder mostly is because of all the fucking assholes and lunatics that he was hanging out with at the farm. They basically intimidated the shit out of her. and scared her to the point where she wouldn't fucking dare.
Yeah.
It's the only thing that caused this to not go forward, because, as you said, the preponderance of evidence in this was fucking...
It was right there.
It was insane.
Oh,
it was
right
like
there.
a whole bag full.
Yeah.
I mean, he literally had the key to the handcuffs that were on her wrist in his motherfucking pocket.
Yeah.
Like, how did that get there?
Oh, a little bird put it in. Yeah.
So there's that. And like, God, there's still so fucking much to talk about. And I'm not going to waste a whole lot of time like going into what we've already talked about in the last 2 episodes mostly.
Right.
And this episode is going to be very heavy on finally what our goddamn show is about, the victims.
The victims. Oh, nice.
And we're currently in our timeline, we're in the year 1997.
Yes.
So, 3 years after we graduated high school, this was going on.
Yep.
We're
Yes,
just
it was.
out there completely oblivious to this shit.
Well, when you're only 20, doesn't 2021. Yeah.
So this is basically when the names begin stacking up in a way that kind of becomes impossible to ignore. And the first one that year is Tanya Holk. I think I'm saying that right. It's Holyk. Holk.
I don't know.
I think the Y is silent.
That makes sense.
But if it isn't, I don't know. And, I apologize to any family that might be listening if I'm saying it wrong.
Yep.
But again, if you've listened to other episodes, I'm going to roll with the way that it's easier for my tongue to say it. So today
Nothing
it's
wrong with that.
Tanya Holk. And Tanya was 23 years old. She was an Indigenous woman. She was a mother. She had a young son. And like several of the women we're going to talk about, she struggled with addiction for years. But when she got pregnant, she got clean.
Good for her.
It wasn't a court order thing or anything that was forced. It was something that she decided she needed to do. And she stayed sober through her pregnancy and for a long time afterward.
Good. Good for you, Tanya.
So her and the father of her son weren't together anymore. But, as co-parents do, they had a shared custody agreement. And it worked for them. They had communication and routine, and they both showed up.
That's huge.
Right, I know, right? So on October 29th, 1997, Tanya asked her ex if he could keep their son for 3 days instead of the usual 2. She said she wanted to go to a Halloween party, and he agreed. There was nothing strange about it. She gave a reason. There was a clear return date, nothing vague. And that same weekend, the god-awful fucking Piggy's Palace Good Time Society was hosting a Halloween event.
Of course they were.
At the Pickton Farm in Port Coquitlam.
Oh, my God.
Now, of course, the farm's not some hidden location. Everybody knows about it. And as we talked about, people went out there regularly to fucking presumably get fucking dirty, I guess.
Right?
I don't know why the fuck else you're going out there, honestly.
You're going to a place where the animals shit freely, wherever.
Right?
Yeah.
So she's going to a party out there. And then November 1st comes around, and Tanya didn't show up to pick up her son.
That sounds like a red flag.
Yeah. Well, and at first, it might sound like someone staying out too late or extending a weekend, but the people who knew her knew that's not how she operated, especially when it involved her kid. So even when she was struggling, she didn't just disappear without contact. So her mother called police. And of course, she was told that Tanya was probably still out partying and would eventually come back. And she doesn't. And there's no call, no explanation. There is literally no confirmed sighting of Tanya after that weekend.
Oh my God.
So she's officially reported missing. And what matters here isn't just that she disappeared. It's when she disappeared. Right as Willie Pickton had just avoided trial on an attempted murder charge involving a woman he had handcuffed inside that same fucking property.
Oh my God.
Right. So, it's not really hindsight. It's a fucking timeline.
Yeah.
So, of course,
oh my God.
After Tanya, more names follow in 1997. And the next one is Andrea Borehaven. Andrea Faye Borehaven was 25 years old. And unlike Tanya, there isn't really any kind of clean, clearly documented, last day timeline for her.
Okay.
She wasn't moving between structured custody exchanges or, staying anywhere permanently.
Mm-hmm.
At the time of her disappearance, she was fully living on the street in Vancouver's downtown Eastside.
Mm.
And, when someone doesn't have a stable address or a consistent schedule or a predictable routine, their absence doesn't immediately register the same way.
Yeah. Yeah. Because when you don't have a place to checking in or you're checking in oh my God.
Right. You're just kind of always moving around.
Mm-hmm.
So the last time people believe Andrea was seen was sometime in March of 1997. And the exact date has never, been firmly pinned down in any kind of public record. So
of course not.
It's just best guess.
Yeah.
Her friends do describe her as being in a difficult place at the time. She was struggling heavily with addiction, and a lot of her friends described her as manic, cycling quickly between highs and lows. And she was restless and unpredictable. She was also vulnerable, and vulnerability in that environment makes you visible.
Yeah.
And kind of easy prey.
Yeah. Because if you don't have a good girlfriend system at that time.
Excuse me, Jesus.
Yeah, you're good.
I got a frog in my throat.
Ribbit.
I always get a little bit nervous doing these podcasts, and it makes my
kind of tightens
almost
it up.
I get tight in the throat. I don't know why. We've done enough of them now. I shouldn't be nervous. We're just talking to each other,
That's true.
talking to the listeners.
That's true.
But the minute we start up, it's like must have water. So, anyways, if you're listening and it's annoying, I super apologize. I'm not trying to disrupt your listening pleasure.
No.
By coughing. Anyways, regardless. So we're talking about Andrea.
Mm-hmm.
And, she's looking like easy prey.
Yeah.
So when she stopped being seen, there's no real single moment that alarms are going to go off. Mm-hmm. There's no missed pickup or scheduled appointment she failed to attend. There's just gradual absence.
Mm-hmm.
And that's part of what made these disappearances so dangerous in the early phase. When someone is already living in instability, it becomes easier for their disappearance to be misread as movement.
Oh, yeah. Like maybe she found a better corner to go stand on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or, like she improved your situation a little bit or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
But she didn't resurface. She didn't check into detox. She didn't show up at any shelters. She never reconnected with any friends. She was just gone.
Mm.
So, we're in March, and, that makes 2 missing.
Yeah.
And it's early. The year's not over.
No, not at all. You got quite a few months to go.
Yeah. Now, by late summer of 1997, another name is added. Helen Hallmark was 32 years old when she disappeared in August of that year. She was working in the downtown Eastside and also struggling with addiction, like many of these women that we're going to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
But the people who knew Helen never described her as hardened or distant. They described her as funny, warm, and someone who could lighten a room without trying.
Oh.
She had been a cheerleader in high school, which, kind of caught me off guard.
Well, yeah, because you wouldn't think that someone in that kind of circle would end up where she ended up.
But that's the way it goes, because,
Life.
a person's lives, their life doesn't collapse like in one moment. It kind of happens over time. It is a slow erosion.
Mm-hmm.
And addiction doesn't really erase who they are or were. It's just kind of like an unfortunate filter over the top of things.
Yeah. I understand that.
So friends also later said that her smile was contagious and that her eyes lit up when she laughed. And she was also known to check in on the younger women who were new to the street.
Kind of a mother figure.
Yeah, she would warn them about certain men, certain cars, and about going too far outside the city limits.
Good job, Helen.
Now, by the time Helen disappeared, women in the downtown East Side were already uneasy. Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Too many familiar faces are now starting to not show up anymore.
Mm.
And Helen doesn't resurface. Again, not at shelters, not with friends. She's not checking in. And by this time, these disappearances are no longer isolated enough to kind of brush aside as coincidence.
Good.
There's, 3 women, all from the same community, in the same, stretch of time.
Mm-hmm.
And, really still no formal acknowledgement that they might be connected.
That's so crazy to think about.
Right.
Like here they are, Vancouver's downtown East Side.
Yeah.
Again, it's this whole...
Oh, it's going to piss you off. It
Okay.
really is.
All right. I'm still listening.
So as 1997 moves forward, the next one to disappear is Marnie Frey. She had fallen into a difficult stretch in her 20s. Her family had tried more than once to help get her stable, and she wasn't always receptive at the time. But, that doesn't mean she was disconnected from them. It just means she was struggling.
Mm-hmm.
And there was one thing she consistently did.
Oh.
Every year on August 30th, which was her birthday, she would call her parents. It was her routine. It was dependable. No matter where the fuck she was at in her life or what the fuck she was doing, who she was with or what she had going on, she made that fucking call.
I love that.
But of course, in 1997, that call never comes.
Oh.
And, at first they kind of brushed it off as timing. Maybe she was busy. Maybe she didn't have access to a phone. But when days passed and no one could reach her, her family knew something was really wrong and they reported her missing.
Yeah.
And again, the response wasn't urgent. Officer Dave Dixon with the Vancouver Police Department was one of the few who believed it should have been. So good on you, Dave Dixon.
Yeah.
He's the one that took Marnie's disappearance very seriously. He believes she had likely been murdered and pushed internally for the case to receive more attention. But, of course, it doesn't. And I know, right? It's fucking preposterous.
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's maddening. You have people missing.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have someone, a police officer in the force saying, hey, I'm pretty sure this person's been murdered.
Yeah.
And they're like,
Yeah. So all these women all in this timeline, all from the same community, and still there is no fucking like coordinated serial investigation, no public acknowledgement of any kind of pattern, no task force yet. Just a bunch of separate files on all these women. And around that same time, 2 more women disappeared before the year ends. So as 1997 comes to a close, we have Cynthia or Cindy Felix, who disappears first. And I couldn't find a whole lot attached to Cindy.
Okay.
But the fact that I can't find it says a lot. Because she was living on the street. And some of these women have detailed biographies because they had family, who spoke about them and things like that. But others, like Cindy, have almost nothing publicly documented at all. And it's not like they're homeless and running around getting on Facebook and shit.
No. Didn't exist back then.
Right.
Yeah.
So she was part of the downtown Eastside community, also navigating addiction and living on the same streets. She's got all the same support networks, and she also has the same danger zone as everybody else who's already gone missing.
Right.
Now, when she stops being seen, again, it doesn't cause any kind of immediate alarm because of who she is.
Right.
And that's kind of just where it sits, just like everybody else. Like, she's reported missing, and they just don't give a fuck.
Right. Just because of the location where they're from.
Right. And who they are as people.
Yeah.
Now, on December 28th, as the year is coming to a close, the last one for the year, this year that goes missing is Diana Melnick. And again, she's also living and working in the downtown, and there's just nothing they want to do about this.
Like if they just close their eyes and put their head
Right.
down, it's going to take care of itself somehow. Like they don't really matter because they're not, quote unquote, contributing to society.
Yeah. And again, not a lot on her. Just, and I'm only able to name these because of things that will happen in the next 2 episodes.
Oh my God.
But it's horrific. It is fucking horrific. So we're up to 1998. No pause in disappearances. Nothing has happened yet, but these women are still going missing. And on January 7th, Carrie Lynn Koski was reported missing. Now, Carrie was 38 years old. She was the mother of 3 children. And she, of course, like everybody else, is connected to the downtown east side and struggling with addiction. And she goes missing, doesn't come back. And again, just a missing person report. That's January. In February, Inga Montague was last seen. And she's in her 40s. She was German born, also a mother, and also a grandmother.
Oh, wow.
Right. And, so she's lived a long stretch of life before kind of becoming part of that community. And people who knew her described someone who had experienced stability before decline, not someone who had always kind of just lived on the margins. So basically, like, she fell on hard times and just couldn't pull herself out.
Right.
And it just got worse and worse until she was homeless.
Oh, God, that's horrible.
Yeah, I know, right? So that's February. Nothing really in March, and then April rolls around, and we have the disappearance of Sarah DeVries. or DeVries.
I like DeVries, yeah.
Her case would later stand out kind of for a different reason. She had been adopted as an infant into, a really loving family, and she had close friends who were actively trying to find her. And one of those friends, Wayne, did file a report. It did not file a report and sit back. Like, he didn't just go file a report and then do nothing. He was out there putting up posters, and he created a hotline for tips.
Good.
Yeah.
Good job, Wayne.
Fuck yeah, Wayne. And he pushed for a lot of attention.
Good.
So Sarah kept journals.
Oh.
And in 1995, years before she vanished, she wrote about her fear that women were being targeted. And she asked in her journal if she would be next.
So that was 3 years prior to her disappearance.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how long this is going on.
Wow. Wow.
Right? So when she disappeared, nobody that's close to her assuming like she just took off. Everyone immediately is like, okay, something bad has happened.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, we're really no longer looking at isolated absences. It's a giant cluster of women.
Yeah.
And in the middle of that giant cluster is this bitch Willie Pickton moving freely between the farm and Vancouver.
It's so crazy because, Ellen would have been like, hey, don't go with this person. I mean, we even mentioned it a couple episodes back, like, watch out for that red truck. Do not get into that red truck. Do not go anywhere with that person.
Yeah.
So this is so frustrating.
Yeah.
God.
So now, by mid-1998, something shifts. Not publicly and not loudly, but something inside the investigation. So Detective Constable Lauren Shenher took over as the head of the missing persons unit within the Vancouver Police Department.
Okay.
Now we know at this point multiple women have disappeared. These files are stacking up. But aside from that, the families of these people, the ones that have family, they're calling the Vancouver Police Department fucking nonstop.
Good for them.
Like literally tying up the phone lines because they're calling so often.
Good.
And of course, friends, like Wayne, they're out there organizing their own searches.
Yeah.
And then a call comes in and it's anonymous. And the caller says the person responsible for the missing women is Willie Pickton. Not a vague, not a vague accusation.
No, that's point blank.
Not a rumor pulled from nowhere. The caller claims that he and a friend had seen women's purses inside Willie's trailer, ID cards, driver's licenses, clothing, some of it stained, and some of it appearing to have blood on it.
Oh my God.
Yeah. The caller says Willie makes disturbing jokes about killing people.
Jokes.
That he talks about knowing how to dispose of a body. That there's an industrial-sized meat grinder on the property.
Okay, first barf.
Yeah, the kind, and that's really unsettling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, this isn't just some random name thrown out. This detective Shenher looks into Willie's background and immediately sees the 1997 attempted murder charge. So just because he never was convicted or got any time for that doesn't mean that they don't see that he was still charged for it.
Because that paperwork is still there. He's got a file. Yeah, that's there. It's in your face.
Yeah, so this detective Shenher, he's reading through this. He's like, what the fuck? the woman she survived. There's the handcuffs. The key to the handcuffs was in his fucking pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And the case didn't go to trial, but it definitely happened. And that really alone, if you think about it, should have made Willie high fucking priority.
Yeah, he should have
Like,
been.
suspect fucking number one.
Yeah. Monitored.
So Shenher believes there's enough concern to warrant cooperation between the Vancouver Police Department and the Royal Canadian Mounted Police,
Yeah.
which would be the equivalent of like this, a local police department needing the help of the FBI.
Yes.
They're
Yes.
basically like, hey, this is bigger than we think it is. We need more.
More resources.
Right.
Yeah, more eyes. Wow. So the RCMP gets involved. Good.
Yeah. So, but here's the problem.
Uh-oh.
They're looking for cooperation because the downtown Eastside falls under Vancouver Police jurisdiction, but the Pickton farm sits in Port Coquitlam, which is RCMP jurisdiction.
Oh.
So you got two departments, two different command structures, and two sets of files.
Oh my God.
So this guy Shenher, he's like, look, we need to get all this shit together. We need to sit down, collaborate, take a look at what each other has, and fucking see if there is something to this.
Yeah.
So do you think that happens?
The way you ask that question makes me say no.
Fuck, no, it doesn't happen.
Damn it.
No.
What? Well, it's not TV, so of course it's not going to happen.
Like, this is what I mean by, like, it's going to piss you off. Like, how much fucking more do you need?
Obviously.
How much more evidence do you need in front of you? You dumb
Motherfuckers.
fucks.
Right, because you've got someone who survived this attack. Could give you all the information.
Granted, this this detective Shenhurst, he's fucking trying.
Yes.
At least he's
Yes.
trying. He's like, look, like, there's something here. It's not nothing.
Right? This
But
guy
no.
is bad news.
No. Fucking no.
I feel
Instead,
dejected.
do you know what these dirty fuck nuggets do?
What?
They put limited surveillance on Willie
Excuse me, limited?
for 3 days. Fucking 3.
I wonder if they were so obvious that like stuck out like sore thumbs and he behaved himself for 3 days.
Now, even if like the world's worst criminal can go 3 days without doing anything wrong. That's not enough time
Yeah,
for
no.
you to
See.
yeah, to make any kind of reasonable assessment whatsoever in my mind. I don't know.
Not in 3
But
days.
fucking 3 days. So of course nothing fucking happens during that window. There, nothing suspicious at all.
No, right?
So
right?
they fucking end the surveillance. Like, well, fuck, he's just a dirty old fuck. He ain't doing nothing.
I'm not sitting very well with this. Not at all. No. No.
Yeah. So later, Detective Shenher would say something. He'd be quoted as saying something. This should stay with you. And he said, if these women had been from any other background, if they had not been poor, addicted, indigenous, involved in sex work, there would have been outrage. There would have been roadblocks, search parties, and media pressure. But instead, there was hesitation.
That is just,
It's fucking barbaric
yeah.
because they're fucking human beings.
They're human. They deserved that. Their families deserved that. The community deserved that.
Yeah. But
Good Lord.
we do get a little bit of good.
Oh,
A tiny sliver of good.
I will take a tiny sliver.
But we'll take that nugget and we'll hold it tight. Because now Willie's name is inside the system. Again.
Yeah.
And it's inside the department.
Fresh.
Right.
Yes. Which is probably the only time that we will use the word fresh associated with Willie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but at the same time, it's circulating somewhere else too. Around the farm. And this is where we kind of have to start paying attention to some of the supporting players because they matter a lot.
Okay.
Now, a man named Bill Hiscox reaches out. Not to police first. To Wayne. Good old Wayne that started the fucking hotline.
Oh.
The
Yes.
friend of Sarah.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
So Bill says that Willie needs to be looked at. He says he worked around the Pickton farm doing demolition work and odd jobs. He wasn't inner circle, but he was close enough to see things. And what he describes mirrors the anonymous call that the cops got. Women's purses inside the trailer, ID cards, licenses, clothing that clearly doesn't belong to anyone living there. Some of it stained. And he also says Willie makes jokes, the kind that don't really land as a joke, the kind that feel like someone kind of testing how far they can go out loud. We all know the type.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
Now, here's the part that ties it together. Because most of what Bill is repeating is coming from someone else.
Someone else.
Remember Lisa?
Not really. Remind me.
Lisa Yeltz.
Oh.
The only one that could tell Willie when he was dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she lived just down the road
They
from
were
him.
like friends for a while before she got wise and dipped out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, she's not just another person that's hanging out at fucking Piggy's Palace.
No.
She has proximity to everything. Because, like I just said, she helped take care of Willie after the attempted murder charge when he was recovering.
That's right.
She was in and out of the trailer. So she has access.
Yeah. Because she was
And-
trying to clean.
Yeah. Like I said, she was one of the only women who could challenge him.
Yeah, without him losing his shit.
Right. Now, according to Bill, Lisa had told him she found women's belongings in the trailer. All the stuff I mentioned. And it was on a level enough that it bothered her.
Yeah.
And enough that she talked about it, certainly.
Yeah.
Now, Bill recorded part of a conversation with her because he felt like something wasn't right.
Oh.
Yeah. So now we have the anonymous caller. Bill Hiscox calling the tip line. We have Lisa, who has told Bill these things.
Yes.
Multiple times they've mentioned purses and IDs.
Yeah.
We have a prior attempted murder charge. And still no fucking escalation of this. None.
I'm just sitting here with my mouth open. I just can't believe it because you've got all of this physical evidence.
Yeah.
And yet they're like, well, we can explain that somehow. We can brush that off somehow. No, you can't. You can't. But you will because of, again, dear God, these poor women.
Yeah. Now, of course, police, they go and question Lisa. And she fucking walks it all back. She says, oh, I didn't see anything. She says she doesn't trust the police, doesn't want any fucking involvement. And later would be quoted as saying, if you give police an inch, they'll twist it 10 different ways.
What?
Right.
I don't understand this.
I know, right?
From her.
Because here's the thing. When someone says that they're going to twist my words, you have to ask yourself, what fucking words?
Yeah.
If nothing happened, there's nothing to twist.
Right.
And I'm not just saying that. I'm saying it because it gets super fucking frustrating.
Yeah, because you think that she's going to be the one to kind of not just blow the whistle on what's happening, but she could have been the one to step in to save potential lives.
Yeah, and some of these fucking people are trying to do the right thing. You know what I mean?
Bill and Wayne. And
they're trying to fucking
gumming up the works.
Shed some fucking light on what the fuck is going on.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But, when it comes time to actually put it on record, they walk it back. Almost as if they're afraid of what might happen if the wrong person and or people and or organization and or fucking dirty fuckers on a farm found out that they were talking. You know what I mean?
Right, right. And she has a son. So maybe she was afraid that not only would she be in harm's way, but maybe they threatened her with killing him first.
Right.
I don't know. Wasn't there?
Either way, them doing this
it's wrong.
Is buying him more time also.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely buying Willie some more time.
And of course, the whole time women are still going missing.
You would think at this point in time they'd be like, hey, if this is where they're going missing from, let's be a presence in that area. We know that it's dirty or whatever, but let's be a presence in that area so they're not going anywhere.
I know, right?
Oh, Jesus.
So now we're going to talk about someone who says Willie didn't just joke about it. He explained it.
He had a confidant?
Andy Bellwood.
Oh.
So in February of 1999, a man named Andy Bellwood shows up at the farm. He had just gotten out of rehab. He needed somewhere to land, somewhere he could work, keep busy, stay out of trouble. I don't know why he picked this farm.
All right. I think that was the opposite for you, Andy. Completely opposite for you.
Now, of course, by this point, the farm's got a reputation.
Oh, yes, it does.
And it's not just as a party spot, but as a place where if you're down on your luck, you could crash, do odd jobs, and no one would ask too many questions.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, Andy starts working around the property, maintenance, cleanup, whatever needs getting done.
Mm-hmm.
He, of course, is not Inner Circle. Inner Circle being Willie and Dave.
Yeah.
Probably fucking Greasy Beard Johnny from the Hells Angels. Fucking Snake and
more than
fucking whoever, Scooter.
Right? Exactly.
It'd be fucking funny if there was like a Hells Angel named Scooter.
It's a Scooter. Well, people call me Skip.
He just gets a moped with a sidecar.
Oh my God.
So anyway, he's not one of Willie's peeps.
No.
But he's there enough to fucking observe.
Mm-hmm.
And about a month in, Willie approaches him and asks if he wants to go downtown to the low track. Mm-hmm. It's called, to pick up sex workers. He tells Andy that women are more comfortable getting into the truck if there's another person there, especially another man who looks normal and less threatening.
Wouldn't that make you want to back out? Like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah. No, that's what he does. Andy's like, fuck no.
Good job, Andy. Proud of you.
Now, Andy says that Willie's reaction wasn't really anger. He just seemed kind of irritated. And then not long after that, he just kind of starts talking. Not vaguely, not joking, he just starts talking. And Andy says that Willie describes his method.
Oh my gosh, so he's spilling the beans.
Yep.
He's telling him, this is what I do. This is why I do it. This is how it happens.
Yeah. He said he would pick up women downtown.
Oh my God.
He'd offer drugs or money. Because as we know, he's got fucking plenty of both. His motherfucker's loaded. And he knew that some of the women were hesitant about going out to Port Coquitlam. But addiction made it easier to persuade them.
Of course.
Yeah.
I got what you want.
Yeah. He's like, I got drugs.
But you got to come here.
And once they're at the farm, they're isolated.
Yeah.
And he describes bringing them into the trailer. He describes handcuffing them. He describes positioning them on the bed and strangling them. And then he emphasizes how much people bleed. And that was something he apparently repeated, but you know how much blood there is. And then he said he'd take them to the barn, hang them from the same hooks that he used for the pigs, gut them. He said the pigs would eat most of the remains, and whatever was left would go to the rendering plant. And you remember what kind of shit, you know, they were seeing in the rendering buckets. And Andy didn't say that this was a joke. He didn't say Willie was laughing. He said Willie literally acted it out.
Oh my God.
He grabbed a belt and mimicked restraining someone, demonstrated how he would strangle them.
Wow.
Yeah, and if that's not enough, he allegedly said something else while describing it, that he would tell the women, it's going to be all right. Everything's going to be okay. Yeah, it's disgusting. If you need to take a pause and puke into a bucket or punch a wall, I completely understand.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So just saying that, thinking that that would just make them quit struggling or crying or whimpering or, my God.
Yeah.
No. Oh my God.
Okay. Right?
Yeah.
So he describes a full method.
To a complete stranger, basically.
Yeah.
You've known him for 30 days.
Now we have Andy added to all the other fucking Bill, Wayne, all this stuff. So now we need to talk about someone who says she didn't just hear about it. She saw it. Lynn Ellingson was living on the farm for a period of time in the late 90s. She, again, the running theme, she struggles with addiction, but she's not there trying to rebuild her life.
Oh, well, hell no.
She hears the farm as a place where drugs were easy to get, and that's what brought her there. Now, at that point, she is staying in the same trailer as Willie.
Excuse me?
Yeah. Now, it's not a tiny space. It's large enough that they had separate bedrooms on opposite ends, but it's still the same structure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sorry for my...
I know, right? Now, one night, Willie asks her to come downtown with him to pick up a woman. He told her that having another woman in the truck made the sex workers feel safer about going back to the farm, because by now, rightfully fucking so, all these women are fucking terrified and they're cautious about going at all.
Yeah.
They got the bad date list circulating and his name is being talked about. And he knows that. So Lynn is like, yeah, sure, fuck it, why not? And she goes along. And they pick up a woman from the downtown and they drive back to the farm. And when they got back to the farm, Lynn went back to her room and Willie took the woman to his end of the trailer. Now, at some point later, Lynn says that she heard a scream. And so she goes out to check. She said she didn't see them inside the trailer, but instead she notices a light on in the barn. Not the regular lighting, but a light toward the back. So she goes to fucking, take a look. And she later describes the smell and says that she could smell something before she even opened the doors. Something strong and overwhelming. And when she pushed the doors open, she saw legs hanging. She saw feet with red nail polish. She says she froze. She called Willie's name. And he came from behind the door and grabbed her arm and pulled her inside.
Oh, my God.
So she described seeing a metal table under bright light, blood, hair. She said she felt sick and started dry heaving.
Oh, who wouldn't?
And this is a weird detail that investigators later focused on. She said she hadn't realized human fat was yellow.
Oh.
That's not a detail most people would think to invent.
No.
So according to her account, Willie told her that if she ever spoke about what she saw, she would be hanging up there the same way.
Oh, my God. I would have found a way off that fucking farm.
Right? Now, like others, when she's interviewed, she walks back parts of her story. She tries to minimize it. She says she doesn't want to get involved, that she hadn't seen anything. But the original statement, the red nail polish, the smell, the hook, and the fat, it's too late to walk that back.
Right? Severely too late to walk back.
And whether someone wants to debate credibility or not, this is the first time someone describes a body hanging in the barn. And it's not a rumor. It's not suggestion. It's a fucking body. And this is still before anything fucking happens.
Oh, my God.
Before any public break.
And it's 1999.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. So, they have a pattern. And we have more women that go missing. In January of 99, 22-year-old Jacqueline McDonald disappears. Again, a mother. Addicted again. She was trying to get clean, but after she gave birth, she relapsed and returned to sex work in downtown. So, and again, she wasn't missed right away. It just was like when they noticed that she just gradually is not there anymore. And beyond her, Brenda Ann Wolfe, who was 32, was actively trying to get clean to regain custody of her son. She disappears, much the same way as all these other girls. Then there's, and I'm sorry that I'm ripping through these names quick. There's just not a lot that I can tell you about them other than their name and the year that they go missing.
At least that was documented.
Right, because they're not interested in their social media profile, and they're estranged. A lot of them are estranged from their families, so there's just not a lot I can say other than Brenda Ann Wolfe. She disappears.
Yeah.
And the next one, Georgina Papin, on March 2nd of 99. Now, Georgina was drinking at the Astoria Hotel, and multiple people later confirmed that she was there with Willie. And it's definitely not a rumor. It's very much witnessed. People saw her leave with him, and she never came back.
Oh, my God.
So we're in 1999. Women have been disappearing since 1997.
Yeah, it's 2 years.
According to the one girl's journal, it's as early back as 95.
Yeah, so that's 4 years.
Everything is still piling up. His name is still out there.
And nothing.
And he is still out there openly picking up women.
He's walking free.
Yep. Now, this next part really is just fucking awful. So we're going to talk about two skank hoes.
Oh.
The first being Dina. And Gina. It's fucking funny to me. Dina and Gina. These two fucking bitches. And they're not background characters.
Oh.
They are very much a part of how this machine kept running.
What?
Yeah. So by the late 1990s, Willie wasn't always driving downtown alone, as we know. They're becoming way more cautious. And that's where Dina and Gina come in. Dina Boucher was in her 30s at the time, and she had been moving in and out of the downtown Eastside for years. And like many of the people who ended up at the farm, she didn't arrive there through some formal introduction. It was just kind of social drift. Like they show up to a party, someone meets someone else, they kind of start hanging out, and before long, they're just a fixture.
They're just so used to being there. They're so used to being seen.
So she becomes very much a regular presence out there. And she knew a lot of the women that were working what's known as the low track, which is the street that, you know, the main drag where most of the sex workers go. And she knew how to talk to them.
Because she was once them.
Yep. So if Dina was in a truck, it definitely felt safer and more normal and less like you were driving alone with a man to a rural property. Shouldn't feel like that, but it does.
No, because you do. As a woman, you'd let your guard down. You'd be like, oh, okay, there's another female in there. It's okay. You know, there's a buffer. I'm shaking my head.
I know, right? Now, this isn't just a lone predator picking women up. This is someone who had help lowering defenses. Awful. Now let's talk about the other skank, Gina. Dina and Gina. Gina also ended up at the farm through you know, the fucking same way. Just, you know, through a friend of a friend, and she just fucking kind of starts hanging out there. Now, at one point, Dina reportedly called a woman named Elena, someone who had hung around the farm, trying to get her to come meet Willie.
Oh.
Elena later believes that that call wasn't innocent and believes that she was being set up.
Oh.
Which kind of tells you something about how the perception of the farm has shifted. Women weren't just wary of Willie anymore. They were wary of the women who were hanging around with him. Because basically he had these two fucking dipshit fucking pimps going out there trying to fucking get girls for him.
And not just girls. I mean, people that he could murder and no one would miss.
Yeah. Now, what kind of fucking shitbag human do you need to be?
One
like,
without a
you
conscience.
have to have some kind of suspicion about what kind of fucking dirtball this fucking dude is. And you're the bigger dirtbag that's like, oh yeah, no, I'll help you out. Like, you're getting them to come out to the farm and you never ask a question about why you never need to give anybody a ride back. You fucking idiot.
Right. So they knew they didn't care because the drugs were coming easy.
Yeah.
And that's what they wanted. That's what they craved.
Yeah. So Dina and Gina, because it's important to understand why he's able to do this for so fucking long, because he just adapts to the situation. He's like, oh, well, you guys are fucking afraid of me? Well, how about if I bring fucking toothless Becky? You know, she used to be a fucking hooker. Right. Why wouldn't you trust me?
Again, I hate that there's that ounce of wisdom or smartness that I hate that.
Yeah.
I really do.
Now, if you think these two are bad, we're going to talk about Scott Chubb.
There's another one. Oh my God.
Scott fucking Chubb.
Scotty.
Yeah.
No.
Now, he had been working around the farm for years, and he was closer to Dave than he was to Willie. But he was there, and he saw things function, and he saw who came and went. And over time, things stopped feeling random. Now, the Chubster would later say that he started noticing women's belongings around the property, not just the occasional jacket left behind after a party, but again, purses, shoes, jewelry, clothing, IDs, things a woman doesn't just fucking walk away from.
No, we don't.
Right. Now, yes, the farm had parties. Yes, women came out there. But when you repeatedly see items that never get claimed and you don't remember seeing the women leave, eventually that fucking sticks with you.
I would hope so.
Which is exactly what I was talking about, like Dina and Gina. Like, you had to have fucking known.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. There's no way that they couldn't have.
Right. Now, he would later say that he saw women go into Willie's trailer and never come back out. And at the time, he rationalized it. Maybe they left another way. Maybe he just missed them leaving. But memory changes when pattern sets in.
Yeah.
And Scott also knew about Lynn. Now, Lynn, of course, is the one who saw the body with the red.
With the toenail polish.
Now, this dumb bitch eventually decides, you know what? I'm going to fucking blackmail Willie.
Oh.
And she starts saying, hey, we both know what I saw. If you don't want any fucking trouble out this way, you're going to give me some fucking cash. So Willie starts paying her weekly to keep quiet about what she claims to have saw in the barn. And Scott Chubb knows about this.
Oh. Did he get in on the cut?
Now, the very fact that Willie's paying her tells you that Willie believes she has something damaging on him. Which, of course, he does. You know what I mean? Like, he knows what she saw.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
And then Scott says something even more disturbing. He says that at one point, Willie offered him money to, quote unquote, deal with Lynn. Specifically, he suggested injecting her with antifreeze or windshield washer fluid so it would look like an overdose.
Oh, my God.
He told Scott that junkies die all the time and that no one would question it.
Oh, my God.
That's not dark humor. It's a fucking strategy. Now, of course, despite his horrendous name, and this is no fault of his own, Scott Chubb refuses.
Wow.
But the fact that Willie was comfortable enough to float that idea tells you how normalized violence is in this fucking place.
That's so bizarre. I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around that one.
Yeah.
Like, what? You want me to inject her with antifreeze?
Yeah. So here's the part that matters the most about all this. Scott didn't just sit on that info forever. Eventually, he went to the police. Not with a vague suspicion, but with something concrete. He told them Willie had illegal firearms in his trailer.
Oh, nice.
And that was the break.
Wait, time out.
Because until this moment, the only thing law enforcement has is fucking suspicion. They don't have a lick of anything or any kind of probable cause or reasonable suspicion enough to legally search the property. But a firearm violation, they could definitely move on that.
Oh, my God.
So Scott told them exactly where the guns were located inside the trailer. That detail gives the police the probable cause they need. And this is what finally puts them inside Willie Pickton's trailer with a fucking search warrant. Not the fucking missing women. Not any of these fucking multitude of statements that all these people have fucking giving them. Not the bad date lists. Guns. Fucking guns. That's how they get in. But
Not human life. Okay.
what they see when they get inside the fucking trailer fucking changes everything.
Oh. Now I'm assuming Willie had no clue they were coming.
Of course not.
Oh, good. So he can clean up. Good.
Now, but he does see them coming.
Well, I imagine
He doesn't know they're coming, but he does see them. And he doesn't cooperate. He retreats into his trailer and locks the door. They don't leave. They're not trying to force entry. They're just like, dude, we got a warrant.
Mm-hmm.
So eventually he opens up. And when they step inside, they are hit with what multiple people already described, but worse than they imagined.
Oh.
The trailer isn't just messy. It is fucking layered in filth. There's mud everywhere, garbage piled up, animal feces, not just outside, but inside, stains on the floors, the walls, all the way up to the ceiling. The smell is overwhelming, and officers later described the smell making them gag. And these are fucking trained officers that have seen crime scenes.
Uh-huh.
They've, seen decomposing bodies. They've worked violent calls. But this shit's making them gag.
Because it's actual shit. I can imagine maggots everywhere and stuff.
So while they're there, they locate the firearms that they came for. Mm-hmm. And they find all the ID cards, purses, clothing, items that clearly don't belong to Willie. They find at least 2 pairs of fuzzy handcuffs, one of which later tests positive for blood. They find zip ties, a box of kitchen knives positioned near the bed. They find paperwork, literal fucking papers with names of missing women on them.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Not scribbles, not random notes, but, the fucking names. They find a multitude of sex toys. They find 2 dildos. They find something else that stops investigators cold, which I cannot fucking believe that I have to say. But they find a gun with a dildo stretched over the barrel. Yeah.
Sorry.
Now, I know that sounds funny at first, but when you think about what was happening.
Oh, no, that's awful. I'm sorry.
It's
the vision in my head is
yes.
funny, but if he did, oh my God. Oh my God.
Right.
Oh my God.
So they also find a glass jar filled with women's hair ties, scrunchies, and elastic bands. A whole collection of them.
Oh my God.
And then they find the inhaler.
Oh.
An asthma inhaler. And it has a name printed on it. Serena Abbott's Way.
Oh my God.
And Serena is one of the missing women.
Oh.
And an inhaler is not like a purse. It's not like a jacket.
Mm-mm.
It's fucking medical equipment.
Yeah.
It belongs to one person.
For one person only.
It doesn't drift from one life into another randomly.
Mm-mm.
And the inhaler sitting in Willie Pickton's trailer is what changes fucking everything. Because now it's not just about firearms. Now there's direct physical evidence tying a missing woman to the primary suspect's residence.
Mm.
And the inhaler is what gives them grounds to expand the fucking warrant.
I can't believe that it's the inhaler that does all that. Not the list of names, not the IDs found.
Yeah.
Not the purses, not the clothing, not the blood. Oh my God.
It's fucking nuts, right?
It is, but thank God that was there.
Yeah. It is what opens the door to a full forensic search of the entire property. And that is where we're going to end.
Good idea.
Yeah, because in the next episode or 2 episodes will be the worst. The absolute fucking worst.
Worse than this.
Yeah, this stops being about scattered disappearances and missing women. It really becomes one of the largest crime scene investigations in Canadian history.
Wow.
Yeah, because they go there looking for guns. They find all this shit. you know, all these purses and shit, and this inhaler belonging to a missing woman. And, you know, what happens next, it's not just a quick, like, okay, we need to do a search. It becomes one of the largest and most painstaking forensic excavations in Canadian history.
Wow.
They don't just walk through the property. They really, and I mean this literally, dismantle it inch by inch.
Oh my God.
Soil by soil and structure by structure.
Oh my God.
And what they uncover is worse than you can even allow yourself to fully imagine. And in the next episode, we will be walking onto the farm with them. We're going to talk about the search. We're going to talk about what they found, how they found it, and how long it actually took to piece together what had been fucking happening there for fucking years. So I'm sure you're looking forward to that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll tell you in advance too, you are not going to want to listen to the next episode or two on any kind of full stomach.
No.
It's going to be graphic. It is going to be hard to hear.
Yeah. Well, I think we kind of touched on a couple points, you know, the rendering plant.
Yeah.
The soil that his brother was selling that was full of filth.
Right.
It wasn't clean.
Yep. But you'll remember way back in the first part of this episode, I told you, you don't want to be eating anything that's coming out of that fucking farm.
No.
And we're going to finally find out why.
Oh, that's right. Because they had all those meat storage lockers and they were selling that
Yep.
shit
Yep.
off to people.
So.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Shout outs from TikTok. I don't have any. I'm sure I do, but
They're not in front of us right now. We're sorry, guys.
We will get to that next week.
I know one of our new listeners, personally, she works with me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Eva. So hi, Eva, when you're listening to this.
Yeah.
Yes. There's
Hello,
your name.
Eva. Thanks for checking us out.
Yeah. Thanks for being a part of this.
I know your face as the sample lady. you would give me delicious goodies.
Yes. Yes.
Let's see what else. The shout outs. We talked about the new schedule.
The new schedule. I'm excited for that.
And I'm working on a lower cost tier.
Oh, yes.
For Patreon still. Not quite there, but we'll figure something out. So, unless you have anything else.
Just a thanks for listening, everyone.
Yes, thank you as always.
Like what you just heard? Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe to Shadows in the Pines. And don't forget to share this episode. Sharing helps us grow and continue bringing you chilling cases from across the Pacific Northwest. Thanks for listening.
This show is sponsored by Crime Scene.
Crime Scene, bringing you the best in true crime dreams. Crime Scene, so supreme, your favorite brand behind the scenes. Crime Scene.
And that's another night in the Pines.
Remember, keep your eyes open.
And your footsteps light.
Because in the Pines,
the truth never stays buried.